Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. Honk honk, everyone. Oh, it's been way too long. How are we? I've missed you. I've missed you, Flocker, so much. Guys, I'm back. I had a stupid eye infection. It's hard to film with an eye infection, but I did some traveling and then had this crazy thing going on, but I'm much better. Can I just say a huge thank you? Thank you to everybody who reached out. I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for checking on me. I'm excited to come back. It may be like not every day right now, but it's headed that way. I'm going to be back to my regularly scheduled programming very soon. Thank you to everybody who reached out. It has been so lovely and so kind and warm and supportive and checking on me. I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for asking. Huge thank you to you know who you are, just everybody. Thank you so much. All right, guys, today we are talking Meghan's podcast. That's right, the new episode dropped, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, I missed last week's episode, so maybe if I'm a glutton for punishment, I'll go back and do that one too. But today we got to talk this week's episode. Woo, it's a doozy. Before I do, let me just tell you a couple things. Man, it's good to be back. I've missed you, Flocker, so much. Oh, yeah, I'm blue. Dark, dark, dark blue. Trying something new. Makes you look a little more pale, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. Trying something different. I've missed you guys so much. Thank you for all the kind, lovely messages. You just don't even know how much that means to me. You guys are wonderful. But in case you missed it on my other channel, Goose Adventures, I've been documenting my weight loss journey. If you don't know, I've lost like 134 pounds plus, meaning I don't know exactly how much because I didn't get on the scale at the heaviest, but I know it's at least 134 pounds. Probably close, probably up over 140. But anyway, I did post another video over there, and this one was showing this before and after. And the one on the left was taken, I think, 2 years ago to the day from the one on the right, which is kind of wild, right? But I did it drug-free, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. So check out Goose Adventures. I've got the channel right here. Check out this channel. Hit that subscribe button if you're the least bit interested, and we'll flock together and discuss weight loss over there. But in the meantime, let's talk podcast. Whew, if you want an appetite killer, listen to this podcast. Guys, I listen for whatever reason. I'm a glutton for punishment. Why not? I took a listen. Bootstrapped and Booming. That's the name of this one. I have so much to say about this episode. My goodness gracious, but I just want to show you this. So she had on Cassandra Morales Thurswell this week. Now, Cassandra owns the brand Kitsch. I actually had heard of that before because it's in Target. It's like it's a hair company from what I understand. Like they make hair products. I don't think I have anything. I was thinking maybe the Gosling got like a detangler or something. We had something Kitsch, but I looked around. I didn't see anything Kitsch, so who knows? But here she is. Now, I listened to the whole thing, and I don't know why. I'm just shocked. This is not how I expected her to look, the way she talked, but that doesn't really matter. So here's Cassandra right here, and here is the brand, in case you're wondering, Kitsch. So there you go. All right, let's talk this podcast episode. Now, usually what I like to do, I don't so much go into the guests because I mean, I have some things to say, but this guest really didn't bother me, good or bad. She was fine, no problem. It's Meghan. It's Meghan. Meghan and the Meghan show. That's the part that just really, it just irksome, right? But we're going to talk about this. I would like to call this episode Holy Contradiction because that's what it was from start to finish. Just a complete contradiction in this one. Hence my name, Gentradiction. By the way, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I'm pushing hard to the 200,000 mark. It really helps me out. It makes YouTube suggest my video, and I really appreciate that very much. And again, I appreciate all you flockers for everything so much. Okay, holy contradiction on this episode. My goodness gracious. So let me just start off in no particular order and say in this episode, for no reason, because, well, Meghan likes to have guests on that really kiss her, you know what? Okay. So for no reason in this one, this guest, and I have my notes down here, that's why I'm looking down, called Meghan thoughtful. Okay, when you think Meghan Markle, do you think thoughtful? No, no, no. This is after talking about having a business that's built on service. I'm blinking for help with my eyeballs because really, really, you're going to talk to people about a business of service. If you want to learn about service, maybe you could have been a little nicer to Her Majesty the late Queen. Talk about a life of service. You could have picked up a thing or two from her, but nope. Nope. And wasn't there rumblings that Meghan allegedly said we should be getting paid for this? Never mind that her whole life was paid for. Let's forget about that. We should be getting paid for this. How's that service going? Asking for a friend. Okay. What else about this episode? We got another story on Meghan's brand. She just keeps throwing things at the wall to see what will stick. And she says, back in the day, she was making preserves and fruit baskets. And all these years, that's how she shows up for people. This is Meghan telling the story. So again, this is supposed to be about female flounders, whatever, floundering, female founders. And of course, it becomes the Meghan show. So Meghan made it about Meghan. That's a lot of Meghan. We should make that into a game every time I have to say Meghan. But she did. She made the Meghan show. And she talks about how that's how she shows up for people. Again, when you think of Meghan, so far the things I've told you is they called her thoughtful. No, not at all. She only thinks of herself. Pick any engagement she's been to and watch her and tell me if she seems like a thoughtful person. A thoughtful person might let their significant other, I don't know, go first when meeting someone, or maybe be kind to them, or not claw them around and control them. Just a thought. Just a thought. I'm being thoughtful. And then talking about service again, my goodness gracious, talking about anybody else in the world, I'd rather hear a lecture from about service. Yeah, I don't need that from Harry or Meghan, either one. No, thank you. Well, this time she is retelling her story and saying she shows up for people. Do you show up for your family members? Because it doesn't seem like you do. Do you show up for H's family? Because it doesn't seem like you do. Excuse me. Do you show up for your kids? Because it doesn't seem like you do. I'm just saying. But she calls, talking of her own brand, of course she does. She calls it the hero product. And she calls it a fruit spread. This is the first time I've heard her say that. Usually it's jam. And if you're a member of Patreon, thank you so much. Thank you for being patient with me. You know why I'm saying jam. We say jam over there. Ugh. But yeah, so jam, whatever. She calls it a fruit spread. So she's now rewriting the narrative. Like she always intended for it to be a fruit spread. That flies in the face and contradicts the Netflix thing, because that's not what she said in the Netflix thing. She did not call it a fruit spread. She went out of her way to explain why it was a jam, or I already forgot, preserve, whatever. It was the ratio and sugar and all that. So again, let's just throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Hopefully people won't remember. We remember. You're contradicting yourself. Okay. So the episode starts out, let me pull this back up. Bear with. Sorry, I'm shaking. Okay, so the episode starts out, unfortunately, Confessions of a Female Founder. It starts out with, I love gardening. That's Meghan. So again, the Meghan show, all about Meghan, 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 Meghan. It's just nonstop. So it's Meghan making it Meghan. She talks about running a business. Or no, I'm sorry. So the other girl, which I find this weird. Okay, so this girl's name is Cassandra. Okay. Meghan calls her Cassie. And normally I wouldn't even pay any mind to that because whatever. It's fine. It's short. I get it. I'm Jen for Jennifer. Whatever. I prefer Jen. People know this, so they call me Jen. Great. With Cassandra, she actually points out in there, she's like, you're the only one that calls me Cassie. So what that tells me is that's Meghan doing the H has thing to her friend here, or to this, I don't know if they're friends or not for real, but this pretend friend here. I just find that very presumptuous. I don't play with people's names. If you tell me your name is William and you prefer to be called William, I'm calling you William. If you tell me your name is William and you prefer Bill, I'm calling you Bill. I'm not just going to make up a name for you unless we've been friends for, maybe a long time. But even then, if I'm working with you in a professional manner, I'm not calling you, I don't know. Like, I don't I record with Dylan all the time. I'm not calling him I don't call him anything but Dylan, but what if I started calling him Dilly behind the scenes? Fine. If he's okay with it, I'm okay with whatever. But I wouldn't call him that on the recording. "Hey, Dilly, how are you?" Because it kind of I mean, I don't know. I have a jokey personality, but if we were on a bigger stage, probably not. I don't know. I just find that a little weird. And again, to me, it's a lack of boundaries and a lack of respect when you start playing with people's names like that. I just wouldn't do it. Um, let's see what else. So there's that, and then so Megan starts off saying, "I love gardening." Oh, she starts saying bootstrapping a business. Okay, of course I've heard pull up by the bootstraps and all that, but bootstrapping is that an actual word? Let me just see. Like she's using it like it's a verb to bootstrap a business. Bootstrapping is a verb. Let's just see what it says. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. I guess it is a thing. I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yes, bootstrapping can be used as a verb. It means achieving something. Okay, fine. I didn't know that. I find it cheesy and whatever. I'm not into it. Bootstrapping. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm not bootstrapping apparently because I didn't know that that was a word, but she's talking about bootstrapping a business. Again, holy contradiction, Batman. What do you know about pulling up by the bootstraps? So this woman, Cassandra, I'm gonna call her that because she said she prefers that. Cassandra was talking about having this big business but never taking on an investor. Cool. I want to hear about that. Meghan can't stop talking about herself and is somehow trying to attach to me. I got the feeling it was like she was trying to attach herself and she wanted a pat on the back like she had done this as well. And I'm like, again, holy contradiction, holy gentradiction, Meghan. You've been bragging that Netflix is your partner like every episode, and now this time you want a pat on the back for bootstrapping, for doing it yourself? Make that make sense. You really can't. Again, the contradictions are just off the charts. She talks about, okay, everybody get ready. She talks about choosing patience over speed. Okay, again, I feel like I'm smelling burnt toast because what? Since when has she ever chose patience over speed? I'd like to remind you all of American Riviera Orchard because that thing was launched in like 2 seconds, was clearly not ready to go live, flopped so bad. I would like to know how much money was wasted in that process and then ended up having to be let go because nothing was done right. So, I'm sorry. Tell us more about your patience over speed, Meghan, as you demonstrate the complete opposite. You just, again, it's just the words and actions never match each other. Never. Care over details. That's what Megan's talking about. Again, you really want to talk to us about details of things? Shall we look at any outfit you've worn ever and talk about the details? That's what I thought. Since when does she not go as fast? That's what I wrote down. Since when does she not go as fast as she possibly can? And since when does she pay attention to details? Remember freakish attention to details? That's the BS that was put out when they were going so hard after Catherine, Princess of Wales. I love Catherine. I want to do a Catherine video soon because I miss her. It sounds crazy. I just haven't done anything with Catherine lately, so I'd like to do that. I'd like to elevate the channel by doing a Catherine video soon. But since when does Meghan pay attention to details? But remember when they were going after Catherine? I'm elevating with Catherine. I'm elevating my broken eye with Catherine. But that's Meghan. Okay, so they went so hard after Catherine with the Photoshop of it all. It's so ridiculous. And then they said Meghan would never make that mistake. Freakish attention to detail, and then everything she's posted since has been shrouded in mystery and possible Photoshop and everything in between. So it's like, again, words and actions not matching at all. So this girl is starting to tell her story about not having investors and how she did it and how she built this business. And again, I would actually like to hear this part. If you're going to do this, let's do this. I'm not just bashing to bash. I actually want to hear. All right, let's hear how she made. She didn't say how much, millions of dollars, I assume. She said, like, doing things out of her living room, building her own packaging and stuff. I'd like to know about that. No, 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 no. Not when it's the Maggie show. Meghan had to talk about, it was the weirdest thing. It was like, but I was texting with Heather. And if you're watching, you're like, well, who the hell's Heather? And what are you talking about? That's literally what Meghan said. And then Megan's like, but Heather's your cousin. And again, I'm like, is this like my aunt telling a story? No offense, aunt. But like, is this like an aunt telling a story where you're like, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who Heather is, and I don't know what you're talking about. What? Am I supposed to know the players involved? Because I don't. This is a podcast. This isn't just like two friends talking with inside jokes. It was just very odd. Again, very juvenile, if you ask me. But Meghan makes it about herself and talks about, she brings it around to how, because everything has to tie back to Meghan. So she won't let this girl tell her story. She's instead like, how did we meet? So apparently this girl came to give Meghan some style help. I'm sorry. If you see somebody that dresses like Meghan, wouldn't you want to keep that on the down low? Like, oh, no, no, no. You don't want to admit that you helped style that. Did you help with the last pair of giant pants that was down, the crotch down to the knee? Like, was that your doing too? Because, yeah, stick with hair stuff then, because yikes. Let's see. Oh, Meghan again makes it about herself. Everything, the whole world revolves around Meghan. So if this is Meghan, they're all revolving around, how were we friends? How did we meet? I know you because I know how, like, it's just all about Meghan. And then she goes, Meghan talks about how at that time she was auditioning and all the things she was saying yes to. And it's just like, again, can we have one story that doesn't revolve around you? No, you can't. It's just all about her always. I'm not even surprised anymore. It's just shocking at this point. We've learned nothing. Wasn't that the complaint with the last podcast too? Everything was Meghan. 45 minutes every episode of Meghan talking about Meghan. World revolves around her. Nothing's changed. How is this one supposed to? I know it's failing, but I'm saying, how is this one supposed to be any different or learn anything? No, you don't. Okay. She calls it pre-suits. It was her pre-suits days. Okay, great. Your business. Oh, this was something that was said. Your business plans change every year, but your ethos doesn't. Okay, I can't remember if Meghan said that or the other girl said it, but the fact is, Meghan, if she didn't say, I think Meghan actually said that one. But even if the other girl said it, who cares? Meghan's there and me. Okay, so again, I'd like to say that she said, your business plan changes every year, but your ethos doesn't. Again, holy contradiction, holy gentradiction. That's like the 15th one because Meghan is constantly reinventing herself. Look no further than People magazine, where they point out, look, Meghan's reinventing herself. She's reinventing herself. She's a, what's that word now? Trad wife now. Like, it's constant reinvention. Nothing else is working. So she's reinventing. It's just what she does. So again, you're going to say your business ethos hasn't changed. And I'm going to say, yaha, what business ethos? But also, yaha, you reinvent yourself every 3 seconds and none of them ever work out, right? Building a business off ethos of service. That's what she had the nerve to talk to everybody about. And again, I say, how'd that go? How many engagements was it? Not very many. A lot of them included polo matches. I read the book Revenge. He talks about revenge. He talks about that. No, you are not hardworking. You're full of crap. You and your, you and H both. Makes no sense. Again, I remind you of the alleged, we should be getting paid. Okay, great. Yeah, me too. This woman started by making hair ties. I just wrote that down. Okay, great. This was her 8th business. Again, I don't fault the guest. I actually think it's cool that she said that. That's stuff that I like to hear because we've all tried stuff and been unsuccessful at it. And then you keep trying and you find something you are successful at. Again, not to plug, but I'm going to. I've just been through a significant weight loss. And there's things that were successful during the way and things that weren't. And that's what I'm talking about on my other channel. Check it out. Goose Adventures. But that's exactly it. You try, you fail, but the point is you keep trying. You find what works for you. You become successful. So I wanted to hear that part. No, because that's not about Meghan. We couldn't hear about that. So I'm like, you finally have something interesting to share with us and you won't even share it. Oh, sounds right. Okay, what else? Oh, oh God. And then that's where the thoughtful line pops up. So this woman, I have her picture again. I'll show you. Again, she did not, I don't know how to explain it. Her voice didn't match her picture at all. I wouldn't have guessed this is what this lady looks like, but okay, here's Cassie. Oh God, I feel like The Shining. Here's Johnny. Here's Cassie. So Meghan explains that, oh, sorry, this is the part where Meghan lets Cassie talk because Cassie is complimenting Meghan. So this is where Cassandra says, it wasn't rocket science. He was just like you, thoughtful. What? She was just talking about, I don't know. I think I can't remember, like maybe her husband helped with something. I don't know. Regardless of what happened, she just threw in this compliment about Meghan being thoughtful. And I say again, is she known to be that? Because I can think of about 100 billion examples where I would say that is the opposite of what Meghan is. I would not call her thoughtful whatsoever. Look no further than her own Netflix show. Is it thoughtful to send your guests to their room with a bag of pretzels? Is that being thoughtful? I don't think so. Is it thoughtful to butt in front of your idiot husband and elbow him along the way and be a jerk to everybody around you? Is that thoughtful? I don't think so. She's probably only pretend thoughtful with people who are very rich and who can do things for her. I'd like to talk to all the people she's ghosted and see if they thought she was thoughtful. I'd like to talk to her dad and see if he thought she was thoughtful. No, she only thinks about herself. Let's see here. Tell us the story. Oh. They talk about the LA fires came up in this one for a second. And it was about this woman's daughter. It's not, I mean, it sounds nice. I think the girl was young and she gathered maybe some, I think it was like some lemons and sold them and then gave the proceeds to the firefighters. It was not, I mean, it's a young kid, so I'm not going to knock that. And anybody raising money for a good cause, I salute regardless, great. Except for Meghan. Meghan then makes it about herself when this woman's telling a story of something cool that her kid did and says, I love lemons. So one of two things. She either just made it about herself, which is what I suspect, or she was trying to, I wonder if she's one of the ones that bought a lemon, and then was trying to say, hey, I gave to that. Fires, fires, fires. I help with fires. It's just something I suspect. I can't prove it. It's just a feeling I have, just a hunch. But that's how the episode ends. Does it wrap up nicely in a bow? No, it doesn't. This one was just kind of like, okay, the end, lemons. And I'm like, what? We got nothing from this. I mean, again, I can't even bash the guest. I'm not trying to. It's just, she was fine. I'd like to hear more of her story. That'll never happen as long as Meghan's involved. It's just like, what a waste. I don't know. Let's talk to Heather. Okay, who's Heather? What are we talking about? I'm sure Heather's one of the podcast guests, but I can't be bothered. I don't know these people. So I'm not going to go looking and see who this person is and what we're talking about. It doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this podcast here. It was a train wreck. Tell me, did you listen? Don't listen. Don't do it. Let me know your thoughts on this. It was just one contradiction after another. It really was. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm probably going to go back and pick up that one that I missed because I'm a glutton for punishment. Why not? Why not? It's interesting to see them broken down, each one about how she makes it about herself and how she uses her guests to, kiss a rear type situation. So, guys, my most sincere thank you for everything. My humble, sincere thank you to everybody who checked on me and reached out. I'm doing just fine. Getting this thing, wrong one, getting this thing better, trying to heal. Eyes have sympathy for each other. So you can tell this one's messed up. So this one gets messed up. I'm fine. It's just annoying. I don't mean to complain. It's just hard. So anyway, guys, I'm going to be back to live soon. I'm going to be back to regular scheduled programming and all that jazz. But thank you so much for being kind with me and your grace and loveliness. And I really appreciate this flock more than I could possibly say. If you want to see more content like my weight loss content, again, make sure you're subscribed to my other channel. I just launched that and I'm trying to grow it. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed thus far. It's Goose Adventures, but it's at Goose Adventure if you want to find it. And it's got my weight loss stuff on there. So I've got 2 videos up so far, including this one that you see on the screen, which is just what I planned for the channel and the just overall about what happened. And then here's pictures before. And then I just posted this video. So you can see that picture was taken almost I think 2 years to the day of the one on the left. And it was just taken last week. So fantastic. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to share that with you all. Thank you to everybody who's left me such warm, wonderful comments over there. It means the whole wide world. And that have left them here. I've read all the comments on it over here as well. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm going to let this go. Can I just say a huge thank you to my Patreon members? You guys are the wind beneath my goosey wings. You really are so lovely. I'm so sorry. I totally get that I missed like a week that I didn't plan on missing. So fear not. If your name was supposed to be up there, it will continue to be up there for extra time, and we'll make it all right in the world. Thank you for understanding and for being so kind with me. And I really, truly love you, flockers, so much. Can I just say that? I truly do. And I'm glad to be back. All right, leave me comments, hit that thumbs up. Oh, okay, so Patreon. If you're interested in Patreon, you can check it out at patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where I do bonus episodes, deep dives. I do mostly Harry and Meghan stuff now. I will tell you something fun. Just to change it up and do something fun again, where I've dealt with this stupid eye infection. I want to do something fun over there. So we just watched an episode or part of an episode of Taskmaster, my favorite show. We've responded to that. And I have some IT crowd coming up over there. So we're just kind of venturing out. So if you're sick of Harry and Meghan, you can also find other stuff over there as well. Patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's my old channel name, but it's still got all the hundreds of videos over there. So check that out if you're the least bit interested. But again, my huge thank you for understanding. Thank you for being patient with me and so kind and lovely. And it's nice to be back on the microphone again. I've missed you, flockers. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Let me know your thoughts on all of it. Did you listen? Are you going to listen? Don't listen. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I truly hope you have the best day. I'm surrounding you with big, warm, goosey hugs. My sincere thank you to my key flockers, my core flockers. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you to just everybody. You know who you are. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Honk, honk. Dee, 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 dee. Arr, maybe I should get a patch like a pirate. Arr, is that good? That might work. Oh, goodness gracious. I've missed you, flockers. I really have.